The engines are going quiet. The uploads are slowing down. The channels that once ruled the road are now stepping out of the driver's seat.
Oh, hey, that's right. We're leaving Donut.
Up until recently, when we were told we weren't allowed to work on any more cars. No buying, no restoring, no nothing.
In fact, it wasn't canceled. I quit.
But this isn't just a few creators leaving. It's a pattern, a wave, a shift that could change how car videos are made, watched, or even what a car channel means. But first, there's something different about this video. Yep, that's right. The voice you're hearing right now, it's the real Tuna No Crust. No more AI, no more voice actors, just the real voice of the real Tuna No Crust. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. In the last year, network-backed car TV shows vanished. Streaming hubs folded. Top hosts walked away, and creators who built empires from grease and grit are now choosing a different path or burning out under pressure. What happened? Was it money, management, or the machine that turned passion into content? Or is it something deeper, a broken system that rewards constant noise and punishes quiet craft? In this video, I'm going to show you 3 hard truths. Why old school car shows collapsed and what corporate shifts had to do with it. Why independent creators are pulling back, going solo, or quitting entirely. And what it means for viewers and the next generation of car content. Let me show you exactly what happened and why the road ahead looks very different. Not long ago, car content on YouTube was unstoppable. Guys filming in their garage, pulling barn finds out of the dirt, doing burnouts for fun, it all blew up. You didn't need fancy gear, just a socket set, a camera, and some passion. People watched because it felt real. Fans followed along like they were part of the build. Then everything changed, and the changes came quickly. First, the business side took over. Big media companies and investors saw money in the space. They started buying deals, offering paychecks, and even promising bigger audiences. But once the deals were signed, creators had bosses, deadlines, and pressure to scale. It wasn't about their garage anymore. It was a studio filled with targets and spreadsheets. Then the algorithm shifted. YouTube stopped pushing long videos where someone needs to spend weeks fixing an engine. Instead, it started favoring short clips that keep people tapping and scrolling. Quick, punchy videos to get more reach, while slow, detailed builds got buried. Put those two things together, corporate control and algorithm pressure, and the whole car content world flipped. Big networks reorganized, budgets got cut, and smaller creators couldn't keep up. The real reason so many people stopped making car content isn't because they ran out of ideas. It's the work stopped paying, and the fun got replaced by burnout. What used to be a passion and storytelling turned into a numbers game, and for a lot of creators, that killed the joy. The first shock came from the top. Channels that were once safe bets found themselves under new ownership and facing sudden strategy shifts. A production studio that once made a car TV show is now suddenly shrinking and folding. Shows that felt safe no longer are. This wasn't a small ripple. When a production studio closes or changes its approach, it affects everyone: editors, producers, set designers, and the talent. Some hosts kept names on the show, but the support system vanished overnight. The shows that survived were often the ones that fit the algorithm-friendly mold. Fast segments, click-heavy hooks, and the content that could be easily chopped and repackaged across multiple platforms. The slower, more human stories, the barn finds, the careful restorations started to look expensive and slow to monetize. For the creators, there were only 3 choices: fight the old model, accept the new rules, or walk away. Many chose the third option. This corporate contraction was the first hard shove. It didn't end car content, but it definitely changed the rules of the game. The second revelation is personal. It's not about companies, it's about people. Creators burn out. They face several deadlines, endless meetings, and the weight of expectations from fans and sponsors. The person who once edited on Saturdays for fun now manages schedules, contracts, and logistics like a full-time production manager. Burnout isn't just tiredness, it's the slow erosion of joy, the same joy that once made them pick up the camera. Here's one story. Donut Media, with millions of subscribers, saw several key hosts walk away. One creator admitted, "We just got to go where we were trying to make videos that we knew we could do well, instead of making videos that we just wanted to do."
I was like, I just wasn't happy, and it didn't matter how much money I made, I just wasn't happy.
Another longtime host at Car Throttle stepped away after nearly a decade, citing creative frustration and ownership changes.
There were lots of redundancies, and I actually took a voluntary redundancy. I did abandon ship,
Yeah.
but it was a big risk, and I just wanted to see what else was out there, really. I wanted to see what else I could take my small skill set.
These aren't just isolated incidents, they're signals. many creators are choosing independence. The logic is simple. At a network, you get a steady paycheck, but less control. Independently, you can do what you want, but you carry all the risk. Then there's the sponsorship trend. I'll sponsor the builds, travel, and the content, but they impose creative limits. They want safe, marketable, brand-friendly videos they can push creators towards repetitive formats or high-risk stunts that can compromise their health or authenticity. The big takeaway, corporate cuts squeeze budgets, and the creator grind squeeze people. Together, that made quitting look like a rational decision, not a failure. The third and biggest truth here is the platform itself changed the currency. Attention became the money. The algorithm now favors retention, click-through rates, and rapid rewatchability. That shift rewarded short, high-energy content and pushed slow craftsmanship. For car content, that means that the most viral clips aren't always the most meaningful. They're just the ones that keep people watching. Creators who doubled down on slower, story-driven builds either had to adapt their style or accept the lower reach. It became risky to keep doing the kind of deep, thoughtful work that originally built the community's loyalty. Longer videos take more time, cost more, and don't always deliver the retention spikes advertisers want. This new system created three kinds of creators: those who adapted, those who went independent, and those who quit or drastically reduced their output. The ripple effects are everywhere. Fans see fewer deep builds, new creators copy viral formats instead of original storytelling, which floods the space with noise. A genre that once celebrated patience, craftsmanship, and personality is now competing with spectacle. So what does this all mean for the viewers and the car community? In the short term, expect more short viral clips, more stunts, and more dramatic edits. But that's not necessarily bad. These formats can be entertaining and bring in new fans. But the long-term risk is losing the heart of the car culture. Patient restoration, deep storytelling, and the quiet thrill of a successful build. For creators, survival now depends on diversification. The future belongs to those who can build new revenue streams, merch, events, partnerships, and direct fan support. The future of car content will likely split into three lanes: big productions funded by corporate sponsors, independent creators building direct relationships with their audiences, and small niche channels focused on craftsmanship and depth. There's also an opportunity. Creators who can balance meaningful work inside algorithm-friendly storytelling, the ones who balance heart with hooks, could thrive in this new landscape. Here's the final twist. Quitting doesn't always mean giving up. For many creators, stepping away from constant uploads was the start of something better. They took back control of their time, their creativity, and their connection to fans. This reveals a deeper truth about all creative work. The machine will always demand more, but people have limits. At some point, creators chose dignity over metrics. That decision is reshaping the genre itself. If you miss slow restorations and honest storytelling, don't worry, they're not gone. They're just rare, more deliberate, and hopefully better supported. The future of car content isn't dead, it's evolving. We've seen studios shrink, we've watched hosts step back, and we've learned the real reason many creators are quitting isn't drama. It's math, stress, and the need for balance. But there's still hope. These creators aren't disappearing, they're just changing lane. If you care about this scene, support the people doing the deep work. Watch their full builds, not just for the highlights. Share their long moments, buy a shirt, go to a meet, and show up. Before you go, let me know which car creator's exit hit you the hardest. So what do you guys think about this? Are car channels done, or are people just not tuning into them as much? I want to know what you think in the comments below. Also, if you want to know about me, the real Tuna No Crust, and more about this channel, let me know in the comments below. Till next time, but with that, definitely subscribe as to the content's only going to get crustier. Tuna No Crust, out.